Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. You know, I'm out here checking out my Toyota Tacoma, as I do frequently, looking at all the mods and stuff, the things that I've done to it, and I've come to the conclusion, after all of the things that I've done, that Tacoma bolt-on mods are the best mods. Now, I'm going to give you a few reasons why. Some of these pretty obvious, some maybe not so much. Number one, the simplicity of install. You know, I've done, again, lots and lots of things on this truck. You've got the rack up on top. Now, there have been more complicated mods to the rack itself, like adding lights, which just means drilling a couple holes. The sport bar on the back, again, another bolt-on mod. Back here in the rear, we've got the tail lights, the beaver step, even the extra tow hooks that I've added. I did have to drill 2 holes, one on each side for those, but after that, it's a bolt-on. We have stick-ons, of course, the Tacoma lettering in the back, a must for the Toyota Tacoma, in my opinion. Even the wheels and tires, they're just bolt-on. The exhaust down there, that's a bolt-on. Several things on the inside, you get the idea. Fog lights down here, even some D-rings on the bumper. The bumper not being a bolt-on, of course, that would not be included in the best because I did have to do a cut across here. But nonetheless, all kinds of bolt-on mods, the grill, of course, all that stuff. Why? Well, because they're easy. Anyone can do a bolt-on mod. I mean, if you have just a simple set of rudimentary tools, I think they're rudimentary. More common is probably a better word. You can see just some sockets and screwdrivers and wrenches and things like that. You don't really need a ton of stuff to do them, and pretty much anybody can. And there's no installation cost. I mean, I'm the labor, right? I've seen people that take theirs into shops to have things done. Some as simple as just changing out the grill and paying that hourly rate to have a shop do that. Now, if you're not mechanically inclined at all, that might be the way to go because why screw it up? But in the end, they're pretty simple. Next up, new and improved replacements. You know, when you're doing a bolt-on mod, it's simple to take it off and add something else in. Let's say something else comes out that maybe you like better, who knows, something like that. Fog lights, for example. They're easy to change. The grill, which I'm going to do soon, is easy to swap out the innards and stuff. Even the roof rack, if for some reason, and I've done this, you wanted to change that, I did have the OEM version on. It's sitting right up there in the corner. I took that off and went with a Prinsu rack. It was a simple bolt-on, so there weren't any holes drilled or anything crazy like that that I would have to overcome to change that thing out. So you can go with anything that might come out that might be new that you might like better. Next up, there's little risk. You know, when you're doing a simple bolt-on mod, you're merely bolting it onto the truck. You don't have to drill holes or do anything crazy, unlike the front bumper that I did here. I mean, this is really a one-chance mod. You have to cut off part of the front of the bumper here, as well as rip off some of the other pieces. But that cut is the risky part. You know, you screw that up and you're gonna have a pretty bad looking install. Definitely not just a simple bolt-on install. Number 4, removal for warranty concerns. You know, I get a lot of questions on the channel. People ask me, well, does it affect your warranty? And I always like to reiterate the warranty concern remedy as far as I'm concerned. And that is that you're not gonna void your warranty if what you put on does not affect directly another otherwise warranted part. But if you're concerned and you've done a simple bolt-on mod, we'll use the fog lights again, for example. Let's say that for some reason, I don't know, your grill fell off, the OEM grill. Nothing that you did, nothing that was changed, but you changed the two aftermarket fog lights. You could put the other ones back in. It's a simple plug and play bolt-on application. Just pull them out, plug the other ones back in, and now you're right back to stock if you're worried about that. And I have heard of some shops denying warranty because of mods. Now, I think if you were to go the extra mile and spend all that money in court, you probably would win. Changing the fog lights does not cause a failure directly or indirectly, in my opinion, of a Grille in my example. Next up, there is a huge variety of bolt-on mods out there. You can find all kinds of things to do to your truck to kind of give it your own flavor. Things that are easy to put on, different colors, different sizes, different styles. Back to the fog light example, you can go with different shapes, different colors, different lenses. You can even change the lenses on the ones that you have. These, as my example, have a clear option available. I don't have to go orange if I don't want to. Something that you can just change out on the quick if you want to do it. Next, personal satisfaction. You know, there's nothing like doing the work yourself. A good job, sit back, take a look at it, and have a little pride in the mod that you've done. And bolt-ons certainly provide that. They help you to make it your own by you. You know, it's one of the big reasons that I do mods myself on my own truck. I love the way that they look. I love it when it's done, and I love knowing that I did it myself. And part of that, too, is knowing that it's done right. You know, that extra turn on the screw, maybe some Loctite added where someone else wouldn't have done it. Maybe proper positioning of the lights. I'm going to go back to those fog lights one more time. If you saw that video, then you know that I screwed up the first time that I did it. The bezel is adjustable that goes around here. There's some screws on it. You can turn it to fit it however you want, and it's not the same all the way around. It sticks out further on one side than the other. When I put it on, I did it incorrectly. Unfortunately, a viewer out there actually sent me a video showing me how simple it was to do it the right way. Well, I pulled it off, I put it on, and man, did it feel good to know that I had now done it correctly and it was done the right way. Simple to do, just popped it off. Now they look fantastic. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here as I'm out gazing at the gorgeous Toyota Tacoma. Yeah, I do love the way it looks. And it lets you guys know that I think bolt-on mods are definitely the best way to go. Not to say rather that the others aren't just as satisfying. There's just a lot more risk in doing them. Leave a comment, let me know. Do you do your own mods or do you pay people to do them for you? I'd just be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Mod Driven, all about the Honda Civic, and RobMotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? And while you're at it, smash the subscribe button here too. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.